I think, in my opinion, that if Kamala Harris had gotten into the White House, it would have been so obvious that she cheated, and the policies would have been so evil and stupid that I think there would have been actual secession, whatever that looked like, because there's really no reason why Mississippi should be in the same country as California. That doesn't make any sense. And I feel like we're occupied by the U.S. federal regime. But okay, so let's just say 10 years from now, what does this look like in your opinion? 2035, what's going on?
2035 is probably like lame Mad Max. Because we really don't know how to be badasses anymore.
So tranny Mad Max, basically.
Yeah, it's the last of the V8s, but you have to put fucking soy oil, in it or something like that. But no, I mean, I think that you're going to have like the beginning of breakaway communities that really have dealt with this crap for way too long and are going, nah, I can't. And we will likely see domestic skirmishes, like I think it's going to be a little bit hectic before there's any significant resolution. But if you listen to Catherine Austin Fitts talk about this stuff, she estimates about 6,000 to 6,500, quote unquote elites globally that are calling the majority of the shots.
That's my thing. Always, it's a very small club. It's not a big club, and you're not in it. It's a very small club, and you're not in it. That's been my contention forever. I love that bit with Carlin, but I think he's wrong. It's a small club, smaller than people realize. But go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're absolutely correct. And when you said that on the show, I don't know the first. I don't know if it was the first time you were on there, but you said that, and it really, really resonated with me. Like I had to not necessarily rethink stuff, but just kind of be like, no, dude, he's right. This is an exceptionally tiny minority of people. Like you could fit them in a big high school's football field.
Right. Yeah, that's a good
stands in on the field. All of the people that quote unquote control the world, you could put them in any freaking Texas championship winning high school football team stadium, and there'd probably be room left over.
And they're like cowardly scumbags, like just a fake insurrection. What was that? January 6th. To see them crawling around on the floor. I mean, I know a lot of them were acting and stuff, but with the guy
I was
with
there
the
for
bag
that, by the way. I don't know if we've ever talked about this or not, but I was at.
What were you doing there?
Filming. So I was doing a bunch of events around the incarceration of Julian Assange at the time.
Okay.
It's part of like a whole like free speech movement thing, and like, hey, and so we had events in DC on January 3rd and January 4th. All of this stuff was planned out months ahead before the Stop the Steal thing was even announced. Once it got announced, I was like, oh, well, I was going to fly out on the 5th. But now I'm going to fly out on the 7th because I'm not missing this shit show. Right. And, dude, I've never been on the ground for a real-time false flag before, Drew. It was fucking fascinating, man. It really was.
Aren't you glad you didn't walk into the building?
I really am. I really am. I was on the steps. I was on the half of the steps of the Capitol that faced the Washington Monument, which is not the breach side. The breach side was the side of the Capitol that faced the Supreme Court building.
Okay.
I was on the back side of that. But probably 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. And I had a handful of conversations with people like, if you walk inside there, they're going to hem you up. Right. Like you're not overthrowing the government today.
No,
Nobody's
no, no,
even
no.
freaking avoiding the velvet ropes. Like I don't know what this is other than silliness. So look, dude, random guy who was just here with his old lady because you thought you were going to air some grievances and do what the Constitution told you were allowed to do. Don't be a dumbass. Don't go in.
Right. Yeah, they believed that stuff. That's why it's so dangerous to not understand what you're dealing with, because it's depressing. It can be
Mhm.
bum you out, but you have to be armed with the truth. Otherwise, you're in danger. You go to the Capitol and tell the police, "Thank you for your service, and we're here to, to fight for our constitutional rights," and then you get 20 years in prison.